Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day to our beloved lecturer Dr. Umu and my fellow friend. So today my name is Muhammad Isam bin Slamat. My metric number is 272585. So today I have been called to present to you guys about the international human right about the vulnerable group, which is the disabled person. So what is actually disabled person? So, based on the definition for the disability is a physical or mental condition that limit a person's movement, sense, and activities. Based on the United Nations, the definition of disability also for those who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairment, which is in interaction with various barriers and hinder their full and effective participation in society on an equal basis with others. So next is there is three types that differentiate by the WHO, which is from the World Health Organization, which is the first type is impairment, second activity limitation, and the third one is participation restriction. So so in Malaysia, so now I will present to you guys in Malaysia have the Disabled Person Society, which is have been registered on 31st October 2020, amount with a huge amount, which is 581,265 person with a disability are registered on that time. So there is many type of disability in this society, which is the first one is physical, learning, hearing, mental, visual, multiple, and speech. In the group of age, we can see the huge number of person with disability are coming from the age 46 to 59 years old, which is the retired person, which is the golden age. The amount of golden age with person with disability, which is 94,904. So we can see that there is a huge amount in Malaysia, the person who are registered with the person with disability. So this is not like a small population. There is not a small population or society. There's a huge amount. So I have been called to inform to you guys. We need to give opportunity to them to live belong us, and give them a treatment same goes like human being. So this is the issue that concern for disabled person, which is three type of concern. The first one is environmental, workplace, and society. For the environmental concern is the first one, disability as a reason of the discrimination happen, and the second one is lack of education opportunities, and the last one is lack of physical access in a built infrastructure. So in Malaysia we can see not many infrastructure that are person with disability friendly, which is have their own stairs, own street that they can use based on their disability. So the second one is the concern from the workplace. The first one is a lack of employment and livelihood opportunity, and the second one is denial of right to promotion and emolument to those who do find employment, and then lastly they got bullied and discriminated in the workplace. So as you can see, many people outside there, when they enter to the job or workplace, they wanted to get promotion and enhance their career development. But they are who a disabled person, they might be will discriminate from at the workplace, and then they will people on the workplace will left them behind. So this is really a biggest issue that we need to be concerned. And the lastly is about the society. So in the society, concern is abandoned, which is someone who are born with disability. What right now we can see many younger parents, they don't want, they cannot accept that the newborn that the mom giving birth, the children with the disability. So they don't want to register the birth, and they don't want to be counted as a member of the society. And the number two is underestimate and ignore. The disabled person get dismissed by many society because of their disability. And the lastly is they are not excluded, but they are forgotten. Why? Because I think right now, because we are always think that as a normal person we have our own right to do many things. How about them? How about the disabled person? They also have their own right to do many things as a normal person. They also have their own they also eager to get a better life. So don't let them left behind. Okay, so for the next is, because of this concern, the United Nations encourage one convention, which is the United Nations on the right of people with disability, which is UNCRPD. What is actually UNCRPD? So as you can see, this is a world map, which is the convention, the ratification from all over the world about the convention. So as we can see, there is 160 countries signature for the convention, and 92 countries signature for the optional protocol of this convention. And then there is a huge number, which is 175 country ratified and signature for the convention, and 92 country ratified for the convention, and also the protocol, the optional protocol. So we can see all over the world have their own awareness to give better serve to serve for the disabled person like a human right. Treat them like a human being, not discriminate them or violation and get abusing. So the next is, this is the timeline for the CRPD for the convention, which is the convention start from 13 December 2006 with the which is the adoption by the United Nations and by the General Assembly. So on 13 May 2007, they are open for the signature for the CRPD, and on 3 May they are entry to enforce the convention from all over the world. And also on 31st October and 3 November 2008, there is the first conference that has been joined from the state parties. And at 23 to 27 February 2008, there is the first session on the Committee on Right of Person with Disability, which is on that time got 162 countries ratified this convention. And nowadays, on 6 May 2022, the latest update of CRPD, which is this convention has been ratified, increasing from 162 when the convention start up, and right now going to 185 country ratified and got 164 signatory. For the optional protocol, there is 100 country ratified the protocol, the optional protocol, and 94 country signatories. So the next is what is actually has been discussed on this convention. So in the United Nations Convention on the Right of Person with Disability in 2006, in the article number 1, which is to promote, protect, and ensure the full and equal enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedom by all persons with disability, and to promote respect for their inherent dignity. Also, in Article 1 also mentioned about for those who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairment, which in interaction with various barriers may hinder their full and effective participation in society on an equal basis with others. So this is all the article has been discussed on the convention, which is the Article 5, the equality before the law without discrimination, the Article 10 and 14, the right to life, liberty, and security of the person. On the Article 12, the equal recognition before the law and legal capacity, freedom from torture, which is from Article 15, freedom from exploitation, violation, and abuse from the Article 16, right to respect physical and mental integrity, which is from Article 17, in Article 18, freedom of movement and nationality, and in Article 19, which is right to live in the community, and in the Article 20, which is personal mobility, in the Article 21, freedom of expression and opinion, in Article 22, respect for privacy, respect for home and the family, which is in the Article 23, right to education, in the Article 24, right to health, in Article 25, right to work, in Article 27, right to educate standard of living, in the Article 28, and right to participate in political and public life, in the Article 29, and then lastly in the Article 30, which is right to participate in culture life. So there is many things that they may discuss on this convention, in this convention, to give a benefit to get their justice for the person with disability, with all over the world, that we need this kind of awareness to protect them, because they are vulnerable group. So we need to protect them and give like a normal treatment like others. We cannot discriminate them. So for the next, so we as a society, we have our own role in the making of our society to more inclusive, which is the number 1, increase the awareness. So we need to increase the awareness and knowledge about the person with disability, person or children with disability. Number 2, spread the word, which is we need to get more involvement in this course, which is we need to get knowledge about the disability person. For example, about the communication way, they have the sign language communication. So as a person, as a society, we try to learn how they communicate by using a by using a sign language. So they will feel like we are respect them, we are try to joining them. And then the third one is be a role model of altruism and care. So to the society, to the this community will copy such a behavior, which is when we treat others with kindness, respect, and patience, everyone will follow and take it as an example. And the number 4 is demonstrate through action. In our here, anyone talking disrespect about the disabled person, they say something about them, abuse them, exploit them. But we as a society, we need to acknowledge, we need to give acknowledge them that they cannot do that such thing, because they will give a bad impact on their mental and also on their life being. So and then lastly, we need to know what to do when we saw something happen to them, which is when they got abusing, violation, or got bullied from others, which is by calling 15999. So I think based on all my presentation today, we need to know that the vulnerable group, which is the disabled person, there are such a germ that we need to protect, that they also need to be treated like us, like a normal person. So I hope you guys enjoy my presentation, and thank you. Assalamualaikum.